Right guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. In this one I'm just going to be showing you the difference between the two prime Freehub bodies. Now these are used on various disc wheels in the range, so if you own a set of prime wheels and you're wondering if there's a difference between the Freehub bodies, if you're thinking of purchasing a new one and you want to know what the difference was between the two, then let's go ahead, let's take a look. Right, 1, 2, 3. Right, so we have both Freehubs. Now, this one here is a RD010 and that's a RD020 Freehub. Now, it depends what wheels you've got, prime wheels. So, if you go ahead and have a look which one your wheels will use, it could be either of those. Doesn't matter how expensive they were or anything like that. Some of them use that one, some of them use that one. Now obviously I've got both of them here, so they are both the same externally. There's no difference between them. I've looked all over them, measured them, everything. They are the same. The part number is different on them obviously because they're different when you order one, but that's it. Other than that, they are the same to look at. The seals are the same that go in the top, the dust seal. They're identical between the two. They fit in either one, doesn't matter. The spacer from each one is exactly the same. Goes in the back of it. They're the same. So the difference between them is the bearings are used in them. The 020 uses a slightly bigger bearing. So by bigger I mean the diameter of the bearing. So it uses a 28mm bearing across it instead of a 26. This one uses a 26, the 1010 and the 020 uses a 28mm bearing. Same width of bearing, but across the actual diameter across it there is larger. The internal diameter is the same because obviously the axle wouldn't fit through it if it wasn't, and the width of the bearing, as in the depth of it, is the same on both of them. It's just the diameter across that's different. Obviously the axle fits in both of them as it's designed to, like that. So the wheel that I've got was using the RD010, so I'll change that out and put a 020 on it because obviously it's got a slightly larger bearing in it as well. So that's the difference between them. So if you're worried about purchasing which one, it won't make any difference. All that's different in them is the bearings, that's it. Other than that, they are the same. So there we have the RD020 fitted in place of the 010 that was on there when the wheels were new, so it fits on there, not a problem. Now with these particular wheels and these Freehubs, you'll find that when you've fitted it, you feel that there's quite a lot of resistance on that Freehub. You have to physically turn it, it doesn't spin nice and easy. There's quite a lot of resistance there. So I'll just show you a way making that a lot more easy to turn, therefore a lot less resistance on it, on the Freehub, instead of it binding like that. Doesn't matter how little you do that axle up. You could do it up loose, it could be slacking right off. The wheel still spins, no problem. But the wheel will still spin, but it's just a lot of resistance on that, on the actual Freehub itself. So when it's freewheeling, there's a lot of resistance on that. Now the difference, it just spins ever so easy, no resistance on it. What that is, if you want to do that, I'll just lay it down there, is I'll just show you on this, on the old Freehub here, so you can see it. There's a rubber seal there, as you can see. So you just take that off. Obviously if you're going to be riding in really bad conditions all the time, it's not recommended, but all it is that little seal there. So just remove that off there and it spins lovely and free. If that's on there, when the axle's nipped up, that is binding against the hub, that rubber there, and it makes it tight to turn. You try it on your own one and take that off, and it's much easier. All it is that rubber seal. You can just put a little bit of grease around there with a brush and then put it on, so water won't get in there. I mean, water will get past this anyway, so it doesn't matter. Water would always get past that seal because it moves. It's not totally sealed, it's just moving part, so it's always going to get past it. But that's what it is. If you just remove that, obviously you can put some grease around there anyway, and it just makes it much easier to turn. So I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more cycle related content. Till next one, ride safe and I'll see you then.